Chapter 1. From where I'm sitting, I can see where most of it took place. Down Main Street, clear to the end of the block, is where McElbee's Five and Dime used to be. Then up this way in the middle of the block was the old police station. And if you look clear to the top of the hill, you can see the steeple from the Mason Street Methodist Church. Back then, if you listened carefully, you could hear the bell ring every morning at precisely 9 o'clock. It was so dependable, people opened their stores to it. And then right down there, of course, is the Crown Theater. I don't remember the story from first-hand experience, of course, but I've heard it told often enough that it's almost as if I'd actually been there. It could have happened anywhere, in any town, in any state, but it happened in this town, Mount Jefferson, and in a state of Christmas bustle like we haven't seen here in a half a century. The sidewalks were overflowing with shoppers, and the shoppers were overflowing with packages, and snow was blowing, and the Salvation Army ringers were ringing, and people were filling their kettles, and Elvis was on the radio, Ike was in the White House, and the Lord was in his holy temple. It was Christmas, 1958. Actually, it was 2 days before Christmas, Tuesday morning, 10:15. And it all started with a knock on the door of Milton Sandridge's second-floor office, which overlooked the sales floor of McElbee's Five and Dime. "Mr. Sandridge, it's urgent, Mr. Sandridge." "Come in, Lois." Milton stood and walked around his desk. As he could tell by his assistant manager's voice, something unusual was in the air. As she opened the door, the look on her face matched the sound of her words. "We've got a shoplifter in aisle 3. They both turned and looked through the office window that gave an eagle's eye view of everything and everybody in the store. Milton counted 7 customers in aisle 3, a mother with a baby in a stroller, a lone woman with a scarf tied under her chin, a colored woman with 2 small boys hanging on her coat tail, and 1 teenage girl in jeans and a pea jacket. Milton looked back at Lois, shrugged, raised his eyebrows, and turned up the palms of his hands. She read his question and answered with the precision he always expected from her. "The girl, ponytail and dungarees, she's stuffing her pockets." "Is somebody on the doors?" "Ernest is watching both front doors, and Tiny is watching the back." "Do they know not to approach her until she hits the sidewalk?" "They won't do anything till they hear from me, or you." "Have them stop her on the street. Take someone with you and bring her back to the storeroom and call the cops. You know the routine." There's a little more to it this time, I'm afraid." "What do you mean?" "Apparently you didn't get a good look at her. We know who she is." "Lois, it's 2 days till Christmas. The store is filling up. We've got 4 people out with the flu, and everything I ordered from the Sears catalog this year is late. Just tell me what's up. Who is she?" "Millie Franklin." "That's supposed to mean something to me?" "Reverend Paul Franklin, up at the Methodist Church. His daughter." This was the moment the palpitation started. That stuff about Sears and 4 people out with influenza and the store getting fuller by the minute didn't hold a candle to this. Millie Franklin. Why hadn't that name registered the first time he heard it?